Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Blankenship out to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Lawrence. Now into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard and it brings up 4th. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. And the Jaguar first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go play action with Lawrence. And Shark calls it in. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. And we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a first down. Play action, Ryan. That ball caught by Campbell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Now Etienne.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
43 yards on the ground for him so far. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now Lawrence. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. Man open, it's Goodwin. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Ryan. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. They go play action now. Lawrence. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Ryan. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Justin Jefferson
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Justin Jefferson.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He'll buy some time right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. On second and goal, Ryan forced out to his left. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Jaguars 35, Colts 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Oliver.
And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Justin Jefferson
from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 69 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down.
Slant pass hauled in by Campbell.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down. They run with Taylor. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st down, Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Hey, Tuesday. 51.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Lawrence down around his goal line.
Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And Shark calls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Justin Jefferson
there to make the grab.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 49, Colts 17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw again is Ryan. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to go up top again. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Kari Willis there to bring him down. Lawrence from his end zone. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On play action, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10.
155 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Play action. It's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Here's Lawrence to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Oliver. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Jaguars are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They
got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants.